이거 뭐지? 마차. 영어였으면 이해 못했겠죠? 열기.
It's closed.
열어. 주워. 편지. 보기.
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
단축키가 있다고요? 뭔데? 해봤어요? 이거 살쪄갖고 몸이 다 가린다. 열기. 아, T는 노크예요? 아, 토크. 이건 뭐야?
Cool. The room clerk's a mummy.
말 걸기.
What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him?
계속 말 거는 거야?
Great hat, man.
계속 말 걸 수 있어.
I dig the three-corner idea.
계속 말 걸면 뭐라고 하지 않을까?
It's like the pyramids, you know? I heard pyramids are supposed to have weird energies. Far out. Well, nice talking to you, dude.
완전 웃겨. 이거 내가 가져야지. 내놔.
That would not be
A가
respectful.
아니라고? A.
Besides, I might get caught.
잡혀갈 수 있대. 열어. 이건 뭐지? 말 걸기.
Yo.
이어.
Hello?
추워요?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
얼어 추울 것 같아.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't.
통나무는
He needs the
후손을
law
위한
of
거래래.
posterity and won't part with it.
여기 정상이 없나? 기증한대요?
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect
무시당하고
around here. Why, I bet if
불쌍해.
George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing writing the
뭐라는
We're
거야?
drafting a constitution for the
미국
United
헌법의
States.
초안을 구상한대.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
뜨거운
Why don't you
커피라도
have
마시는
some
게
hot
어때요?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the
워터멜론님
wall.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 무카페인
Have you tried
마셔봤나요?
decaffeinated coffee?
I'm talking about decaf.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any
오, 내가 적은 게
brilliant
법이 되는
ideas?
거야? 이요.
You could guarantee the right to free speech.
Free speech?
자유발언이라.
No, that'll never work.
왜?
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
난 싫어서.
Really? Let me see your palms.
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go
여자들이
crazy over
사인을
guys
크게
with a
하는
big
남자에게 환장할
signature.
거래. 왜 이렇게 말이 더듬어 얘?
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
추워서요. 죽기.
Sorry, I'm saving it. It's going to be a famous log.
아니 추워 죽을라 그러는데 죽겠다 그러다가 물 좀 펴요 아저씨.
Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude.
완전 웃겨.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man,
왜 안
but I
돼?
can't. This is the only
다른
log, and
통나무를
I'm
쓰면
saving it
되잖아,
for
멍청아.
posterity.
다른 통나무를 쓰라고.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his
별로 안
experiences at
궁금한데요.
Valley Forge and take heed.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
뭐가
What's in the can,
들었어요?
Tommy?
Thomas, my name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule
Oh, time
filled with
capsule.
remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
400년 뒤에 공개를 할 거래요.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my lord,
통나무
we
말고는
haven't got a
아무것도 모은 게
thing.
없대.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
복선인 것
Why,
같은데요.
yes.
200년,
I studied at
200년
Virginia
이러니까.
Code and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas,
토마스.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
F처럼 쓴 S야. 우리 국민들은 부분이야. 꼼꼼히로 시작하는 부분이야.
I like the we the people part.
That's not in the Declaration of... Say, that's
이제
not
쓴다.
bad. Maybe we can use it.
Well, later, dude.
써먹는다.
What? What's going to happen later?
Yo, Tom.
Thomas,
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Later, brah.
불쌍해.
What?
옆에
What's
얼어
going to
죽을라
happen
그러는데. 얘가 조지 워싱턴이다. 말 걸어야지.
Excuse me.
Yes?
흔히 대통령. 와, 조지 워싱턴 닮았네요.
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
와. 부인이 아저씨 화장 많이 하는 거 아세요?
Whoa.
Indeed.
Is it true about you and the cherry tree?
Oh yes, it's
대부분
quite true.
진짜야.
Why, I've cut down acres of cherry
수천
trees
편의
in
체리
my
나무를
day.
하루 만에 다 베어버렸다고? 시범 좀 보여줄 수 있나요?
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
뭐 할까?
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well,
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a
도발하자.
tree to
넌
save
그럴
your
능력이
grandma.
없어.
lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby.
체리나무?
But as you can see, there isn't. I
감귤나무
only cut
있는데.
down cherry trees.
우리
Family
가문에 천통
tradition, you
있지.
understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there
저거
but cedar
이게
and
힌트가
kumquat.
되겠네요. 나중에 체리를 막 달아놔야 되나?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word. I spent a winter at Valley Forge.
호세
Now
봐봐.
that
쟤
was
지금 얼어
cold.
죽을라
Why, my
그러잖아.
spit would freeze before it hit the ground.
진짜.
Cool.
쟤 불쌍해서
Extremely.
어떡해. 춥게 만들어야겠어 얘도 나중에. 그랬는데
Excuse
되게
me.
안쓰러워서 못
Yes.
봐주겠네.
Weren't you president or something?
Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
환경 대통령이 돼야 될 것 같냐? 뭐가 해야지? 교육, 환경이 중요하지.
I think ecology is very important.
Yes, of course, but what really matters is
아,
which
뭐가
one
더 그럴싸하게
sounds better.
들리냐고?
Do you really have wooden teeth?
As a matter of fact, I do make use of artificial teeth. I find them to be far superior to the ordinary enamel variety.
그거 어떻게 닦아요? 어디서 구해요?
Where could I get some of those?
They're rather expensive.
거래.
Mine were custom made for me by my good friend
올립이요?
Paul Revere.
홀딱 벗고 말 타고 돌아다녔다고? 제
Didn't you
허언증이냐고요?
ride a horse through
대통령이
town
때?
naked?
약간 좀 그런 게
I
있는
believe
것
you
같긴
have
해.
him confused with someone else.
Don't you have a problem with splinters?
I've been to war, boy. No one who's heard the thunder of musket fire, smelled the sulphur from a cannon blast, and felt the fear in the hearts of his comrades is going to be bothered by a little thing like, oh, blast it.
모르겠어요. 네, 이 대통령이 뭐 어떤지 내가 모르겠어.
Well, what about dry rot?
허세요.
Hardly.
My Uncle Henry has false teeth too.
Fascinating, I'm sure.
What are you looking at out there?
The future of our nation.
저 변소요. 저 나무 옆에 커플이요.
Those
변소요?
outhouses?
No. I was just admiring my reflection in the
뭐야.
window.
바깥에 보고
Striking,
있다며.
aren't I?
이상해.
Gee, I
너랑
gotta go
얘기할 게
now.
없다. 난 갈래. 이런 사람 미국 대통령이라니. 죽기. 오일. 죽기. 스파게티. 스파게티도 주웠어. 물 펌프 사용하기. 안되네. 또 뭐가 있지? 그쵸, 옛날 게임인데 상당히 고퀄이죠. 여기 춥기.
It's already open.
다 설계도에 뭐가 들어간지 보라고? 식초와 양상추와 오일은 찾았어. 오일 찾았다. 금이랑 빵 조각이랑 필요해. 아무튼 이제 오일 한 개 찾았네요.
It's the battery plants I'm
시계를
supposed to
찾아야
get.
된다고? 시계를 어디서 찾아? 그래, 아버지인 사람을 찾아보자.
It's closed.
여기 거기네. 여기. 엉덩이 뭐야 이거? 찾았다 얘. 얘 아니냐? 까꿍.
Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
똑같이 생겼어.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the
찾았다.
inventor. Not to mention owner
Red
of this
Edison.
inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal.
그래요.
Then
얘도
again,
머리가 저
maybe
가발이야
not.
가발. 대머리야 대머리.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one
얘도
red lens and
대머리라고.
one blue.
가발을 썼을 뿐이지 얘도 대머리입니다.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
잔세포래.
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's
네
for sure.
자식이야.
It appears that
자식이라고.
I, Red Edison, foremost
아니야.
genius of my day,
이 이후에
am
너같이
to be
똑같이
the
생긴
last
애들이
in a
계속
long
있다고.
line of gifted inventors. My
완전 웃겨.
nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to
아들이
be artists.
아들이.
I think it was Jed's idea.
Okay.
Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any
너 같은
rate.
애들이
Must be some
200년
more
후에도
bad blood
있다고.
on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a new size-independent fastening mechanism based on circular geometry.
What are you inventing?
It's a new size-independent fastening mechanism based on circular geometry.
너무 어려워.
What are you
또
inventing?
물어봐.
It's a new size-independent
답해주는데?
fastening mechanism based on circular geometry.
얘한테 이 설계도 넘겨주면 되지
Well,
않아요?
see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
야,
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself.
약간의 금?
Now all I need is oil,
러버리님
vinegar, and
안녕하세요.
some gold.
오일.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
죽기.
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab.
이거를
coat.
걔한테 주면 되지 않을까? 구해갖고? 도스 게임 맞을걸요? 죽기.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know.
몰래
I
가져갔어.
invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
버나드로 바꾸라고요? 이 멍청한 녀석. 니 때문에 지금 이 세상이 멸망하게 생겼다고. 햄스터 발전기.
I don't think I can pick that up.
여기선 뭘 해야 될까? 조지 워싱턴, 토마스 제퍼슨 있는 곳을 살펴보자. 통로와 타임캡슐. 황금펜이 있다. 그것을 가질 수 있는 방법은 한 가지다. 뭔데요? 방 안의 사람들을 모두 쫓아야 된다고요? 야, 이 노래 좀 꺼봐, 누가.
It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return.
야, 노래 빨리 꺼, 이거 노래. 범죄 현장서 삼각형 물체를 포착. 동실동실 에메랄드를 도난당했다. 이거 그 텐타클이 계속 그러는 거지? 그럼 여기 한번 가보자.
Poor me. Poor me.
매직 잉크 주었다. 잉크를 주었어요. 야, 꺼 시끄러.
Phew.
어휴, 끔찍했다. 그린 텐타클 세계 정복대 이렇게 주어.
I don't need to take over.
여기도 길이 있었네요. 여기. 이거 뭔데 이거? 포스터, 사진.
It's signed Edna. Thanks for giving me the fever.
얘는 뭐야?
Creepy. Must be an Edison.
모니터. 누굴 감시하고 있는 거야? 말 걸어야지.
Excuse me.
감사해주나.
What is it? I'm rather... Say, aren't you Bernard Bernoulli?
네, 맞아요. 네, 얘 이름이 뭐야 근데? 잘 모르겠지만
Yes, that's
맞다고 하자.
I knew it! You broke into our mansion a few years ago to save your little friend. What did you come for this time?
I'm trying to keep a tentacle from conquering the world.
Really? How nice.
멋지다고?
I was just admiring your statue.
Thank you. It's been in the Edison family since colonial times. One of Fred's ancestors carved it.
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all, but he seems a lot better now that he stopped sleepwalking.
집안이 왜 거덜났나요?
How did he wreck the family finances?
Well, we should have made millions on the computer game they made about us. But the resident
비밀번호를
genius
잃어버렸대.
locked the contract in the safe in his office and forgot the
비밀번호를 이제
combination.
알아내야겠네. 비밀번호.
What's wrong with sleepwalking?
Ordinarily nothing. But when Fred
용유병 증세를
sleepwalks, he
보일 때는
remembers the
비밀번호를
combination to the
알아낸대.
safe. I'd find him in the office, opening it, screaming like a cat in the oven, and slamming it again. Something about what's in there really scares him.
애를 재워야겠네.
Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he
그만.
works it so fast.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped.
잠을 아예 안
sleeping.
잤는데.
Fred drinks a lot of coffee. Me, I only drink decaf.
This
아까
is
어디랑
quite an array of
아까도
gadgetry
뭐
you have
카페인
here.
안 먹는다는 얘기랑
Yes,
겹치는
it's
거
the
봐서는
best surveillance system in the state.
손에 잉크를 묻힌 다음에 재우라고요? 어떻게 잉크를 묻히고 재워?
Is that a Plexus 7000 VCR?
It sure is. It's got a dual-tape speed motor with cobalt casing. Don't touch it.
Are those xenophobe crystal matrix monitors?
They sure are. They're so clear you can see the fleas on the bedroom wall. Don't touch.
만져봐도
Do you think I
될까요?
could play with these a bit?
Absolutely not.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come
안
back
된대.
anytime, you big hunk.
얘도 제정신이 아닌 것 같아. 사용해.
I don't know what you're screaming
뭐야,
back
방금.
there, but cut it out.
뭔데 이거? 제정신인 사람이 있나요? 없는 것 같아요. 이거. 이상한 거 묻히지 마요. 그래서 뭐 어떻게 해야 돼?
Hey,
또 뭐야?
aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes.
미덕이래, 미덕.
Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell, but I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
기억을 맡고 있다고?
So you gave up the crazy military commando thing?
I'm much better now. I don't
선풍기요?
have those,
잠깐만요. 지금
bad
이외
thoughts.
대사인느라 지금 정신
Now I
없거든.
collect
내
stamps.
멀티태스킹이 안 돼. 내가 가져도 될까?
That's quite a nice collection. Can I have it?
No.
No.
I mean, no. They mean a lot to me. Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
햄스터 그 와중에 이거 신문 읽고 있어. 귀여워.
Nice hamster. Does he do tricks?
귀여워.
No, he just sits there.
야 지금 신문
I used to
읽잖아.
have a really smart hamster,
더
but
똑똑한 애를 길렀다고?
something happened to him.
예전
What
햄스터는
happened to
어떻게
the
된
old
거야?
hamster?
I don't remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light
햄스터가 나보다
and
낫네.
this horrible
신문 읽어.
sound.
나도 읽긴 하지만.
What was the horrible sound?
It was sort of like ding. Oh
Ding.
God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
햄스터 운동
That
좀 해야 될 것
hamster really
같다.
should get some exercise.
Well, Dad puts him to work down in the basement sometimes. But then he starts sweating, and then he gets wet, and then he gets cold, and then he refuses to work.
Your dad or the hamster?
Are you making fun of me?
No, I
get upset when people make fun of me.
just meant
흠뻑 젖는다고?
it makes me
404페이지님
so
안녕하세요.
mad. I
반갑습니다.
just want to relax. I want to relax. I'll be okay if I just focus on my stamps.
다른 취미들도 이렇게
are
멋지냐?
all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any
아, 이거
other
그냥
hobbies.
라면 먹으면서
These
하기 되게
stamps are
좋은
my
게임인 것
whole
같아.
life. If anything were ever to happen to them,
나 커피 사는데 다 마셨다.
How are the folks?
well, Dad's in the basement doing an experiment. Mom's in the next
아,
room
엄마가
spying
옆에서
on
신혼부를
honeymoon.
훔쳐보는 거야?
Ted's in the front yard.
Holding up a bowl of lard?
Well,
헐.
it's a bird.
잉크로 장난을 쳐보라고요? 여기다 부어?
Hey, wanna see a neat trick?
어!
Sure.
안 돼!
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express Dad. You
와
ruined
진짜
my Pony
못됐다.
Express
누가 그랬냐? 저때
Not
난
to
아닌 것
mention 5
같은데.
years of therapy.
와.
Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump.
와 근데 진짜
He should
너무했다.
really try to find some outlet for those
또 맞았어.
negative feelings.
죽기. 우표를 얻었네요. 기드.
Get out of here.
싫어 싫어. 말 안 들어. 햄스터 봐야지.
Hey, leave the rest of my stuff alone and
싫어,
get
싫어.
out of here.
내 쫓겼다. 또 올라가야지. 걸어가기. 근데 진짜 못됐다 주인공. 오 수집품을 얘가 악마지 내가 악마냐? 난 그런 짓 안 한다고. 왠지 내가 한 것 같은 느낌이 들긴 하지만 전 아닙니다. 여기 뭐가 있다. 크랭크 줍기. 엄마는 옆집 신혼부부나 막 이렇게 뭘 보고 있나 했더니 옆집 사람을 훔쳐보는 거였어. 신혼부부 그걸 왜 CCTV로 보고 있는 거지? 신혼부부면 그렇고 그런 아닙니다. 여튼 좀 이상하네요 여기. 이게 옆집 신혼부부 막 CCTV로 보고 있는 거였대. 처음 온 곳으로 가라고요? 알겠습니다. 제정신이 아닌 것 같아요. 여기서 이제 뭐 해야 돼? 가보자. 열기.
I've never gotten over my childhood fear of Uzo.
나도 막 어릴 때 엄마가
I've never
그러는데
gotten over
우리
my
엄마가 내가
childhood
어릴
fear of
때 삐에로 보면 막 울었대요.
boy, you
되게
missed the
겁먹었고 막
party.
으앙 막 울었대.
You and the clown were having a party?
막 진짜 잘 일러줬다던데.
last night at the Novelty
여기
Good
있다.
Salesmen's
좋지야.
Convention. I tell you, we Novelty Good Salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Quixote?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charlie Chaplin.
찰리
Oh, want a
채플린.
cigar?
국화산 예쁜이.
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
뭐야 이게.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you
뭐야
were
이게.
right.
죽었어. 뭐지? 다시 살아났네. 아니 엔딩인 줄. 되게 좋아한다 아저씨.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
되게 약 올린다. 이거
That
뭐야
cracks
이게.
me up every time.
죽기. 트이니.
Yikes!
죽기.
Hold still, will you?
얌전히 있어.
Come on, I won't
예,
hurt you.
어떡해. 환풍기야?
Come on, I won't hurt you.
어디가 환풍기야? 환풍기. 이걸 열라고? 이거 말고. 됐다. 잡았다. 헤헤헤헤. 갇힌 이빨. 트이니를 얻었어. 죽기. 역겨운 파티 쓰레기.
Disgusting.